What's going on YouTube? This your boy the Chocolate Bay, you guys, and this is going to be a quick video while you guys already know while I'm on my break from work to discuss the COVID-19 vaccine. I've been seeing a lot of people saying a lot of crazy stuff, and I'm like, what the hell? Where did they get that from? But it's a lot of misconceptions regarding this vaccine. And I want to advise my people, please research. I'm gonna give a little facts regarding the vaccine because I see people saying that you're gonna die. They're injecting some type of chemical in you, chips, particles. And I'm like, what are people talking about? But I just wanted to talk about this vaccine a little bit. First of all, the FDA approved this vaccine, as most of you already know. The FDA Vaccine and Advisory Board approved it. They approved the EUA to expedite the process and get the ball rolling regarding availability. So what is the EUA? EUA is emergency use authorization. So what that basically is, if well, we're in a pandemic now, right? So it expedites the process for the drug to be readily available, opposed to going through all the trials and the phases. So the EAU it's not really a normal process, but during pandemics and health crises and health emergencies, they do vote on it. The panel did, and they said, okay, we're going to allow it. So that's what they did. Because I hear a lot of misconceptions of why it came out early, and this is why they voted on it. And also, people are asking, well, it came out so quick. What about the safety? The FDA, the US has a very grueling and a very cumbersome process regarding vaccines. It's very hard and it takes years. So the process was just expedited. Regarding them testing stuff, the chemicals, reactions, first the FDA, in order for it to be approved, they require the manufacturers, which is Moderna and Pfizer, to test it before they even approve it. Then the FDA has their medical professionals, their scientists, their FDA scientists, a lot of people, chemists, they test it. And then things sort of come abroad and things sort of sprout up regarding, being approved and stuff like that. Before it's even approved, the FDA, they already know the side effects, the efficacy, the provenness of the vaccine, if it's going to be nausea and vomiting or headaches or potential this, that, they're already made aware of it. So it's not something that's just, new, or a person gets the vaccine and they just, their head is hurting. They're already aware of the potential side effects before it's even approved. So people act like it's just something that's, something that they just get when they try it, and the manufacturers aren't aware, but they are well aware regarding side effects before they even approve it. People with the EAU, I'm glad that it's readily available, like the process, because in these times we do need, with COVID, we do need some type of relief. And I know a lot of people are not geared up regarding getting a vaccine, but I'm like, you have to make a decision for yourself and your family. What scares me as well is, a person could be asymptomatic. You could go into a grocery store wearing your protective gear. Let's say a person comes in contact with you, or you touch something, or grab a door, or you're at the grocery store getting gas, and then next thing you know, you're infected, or even being around loved ones. You don't know. They could be not having any symptoms, they're not showing, they're fine. I know a friend that had the virus, and he went to the hospital. He's like, no, 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 I think I got it. I feel bad. They were like, well, you don't have a fever. They sent him home like twice. And then he was like, no, 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 I have it. So they tested him and he turned out positive. So it scares me when you have a lot of people that do not know that they have it and come in contact with us. And next thing you know, we get it and we spread the virus potentially to our family and friends and colleagues or children or whatever. And next thing you know, it's just like a domino effect. It's ongoing. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get back with the EAU. It's not that things were not done properly. Everything, all the necessary precautions regarding testing the medication were there. What the EAU is just a shorter process. With the drugs, the testing, they run in phases. Phase one, two, three, four, five. With the EAU, everything runs in parallel. It runs in parallel. Things are ongoing the entire time. So with drugs coming out, things like that, it take years. It's so much. Well, it's a cumbersome process regarding the U.S. with getting things approved. I know even with drugs, when drugs are to getting a patent, I think the patents might last maybe 10 years or 15 or near 20, around that range. And then other companies, like if it's a brand, they could patent it, and then you get several generics and stuff like that. And that's how they're able to make their money and recoup a lot and make billions of dollars. But with the EAU, the necessary steps and precautions were done. Everything is just ran parallel. So people act like, well, this just happened overnight. No, things are happening at the same time. So that's why things might look, like a very quick and not thought about, but things will readily happen as we speak. Things that just run in parallel. So that's why things might appear to be quick. It's not in different phases, and it's not going to take years when it's a pandemic, and we're trying to save lives, and that's one of the criterias for the EAU. Will this, approving this to be readily available to the public, will lives be saved? So that's one of the major criterias. And yes, I mean, people might not agree with it, but people are dying. That's for sure. But yeah. Yeah, but you guys, like I was mentioning, back with side effects, everything has side effects. Tylenol has side effects. NSAIDs, pain relievers, a lot of stuff has side effects. High blood pressure medication, cholesterol, a lot of things have side effects. But even prior to this being approved by the FDA, they were well aware about side effects, and they've tested them as tested the products as well. But they do have a system, I think, like a vaccine safety system that monitors side effects. It runs continuously to pick up on different things from members, people's patients, regarding potential side effects and things like that, of that nature. Also, it was this process regarding the vaccine was able to be expedited because I believe during phase 3, the two pharmaceutical companies, Moderna and Pfizer, they use thousands of people, participants, regarding trials. I believe they gave people the placebo as well as the vaccine, and the vaccine was shown to be effective in reducing the risk of contracting the virus. So that was a good thing as well. And medicine, y'all, has came a long way, but they were able to expedite the process by having a lot of thousands of participants regarding this vaccine. And y'all, regarding vaccines and pharmaceuticals and drugs, with this drug, I know I see a lot of things called biologics in a part of healthcare I work in pharmaceutical. I see a lot of biologics. Biologics are like they're drugs that help with like I see a lot of them for the diagnosis rheumatoid arthritis. You see them for a lot of autoimmune disease, and basically a biologic is it's composed of mammals, baby cat, dog, mammals, people, living cells, plants, everything, blood, everything. So it's composed of that, and it helps combat the person's disease in which it's been prescribed for. But those work very well, biologics. This drug, the vaccine, is not a biologic. It's not. It's a mRNA/RNA. It's composed of. Well, let me go through the process. This was approved by the EAU, and with the mRNAs, they've been around for years. This has helped expedite a lot of processes with diseases, diagnoses regarding pandemic. For say, we were able to use mRNA/RNA to combat the virus. This was developed years ago. So it's just an old formula that scientists, pharmaceutical companies use to combat different diseases and ailments and things of that nature. The mRNA, RNA is usually like you guys, like I mentioned, biologics and certain drugs. They use actually part of the virus to help combat being treated. Just like I would say when people are bit by a rattlesnake or a snake, that venom, baby, is dangerous. It will eat you up. But even regard to that, even if you go to the hospital, they want to know, well, what bit you? They want to know exactly what type of snake so they could use that venom. So they're using in that instance they're using that same venom that you were bit by to save your life, to sort of reverse or combat your diagnosis or ailment. So it helps in that way. But with the this vaccine, it's an mRNA/RNA. It is not part of any type of like not part of any type of cell. And what it does is it's like I mentioned, it was made or derived years and years ago. But it's not part of the COVID-19. I've heard that by people. It's not part of the COVID-19. If you take it, you are not going to get COVID-19. But the vaccine allows cells to make a spike protein. And what the protein does, it acts like a barrier. So it's just like if you have, I'll say, if a person is HIV positive, how they're tested or detected is your virus creates antibodies to fight off that infection if you're sick, to fight it off. So this is the same thing. The mRNA, RNA, it acts like a body. The protein spike, and it's like a wall, and it acts like a barrier of protection. It's like your body already has it, so it's acting like a protection of a barrier to sort of block it off. Antibodies to fight the virus if you encounter it. So that's basically what this is, mRNA/RNA. It's not part of the virus like many other drugs are, or many other things. It's not. It's a protein, baby, and once they inject you, it acts like a barrier that sort of creates a wall to sort of block it, like to try to fight and combat it. It replicates. So that's another part. Because I heard some people saying like you got nano chips in you. I said, baby, what nano chips? What, baby? That's not the same thing. So this is completely different. What people might have imagined or what they thought is, it's not. So yeah, but that's that's something I want to mention as well. I repeat, y'all. I repeat. This vaccine does not have COVID-19 at all. If you get this injection, this vaccine, you are not, contracting or getting COVID-19. I repeat, it does not have COVID-19 in it at all, at all. And it is a two dose process. And it's been suggested that if you do, well, you have to get it once and then you have to go back for your second dose, I believe, in like 3-4 weeks. But it is a two dose process. I repeat, two dose process. And it's been studied and proven that if you do go, please continue the regimen, because one dose is not going to be enough. It's not going to increase your efficacy and your term regarding not contracting it or being exposed. Your duration will be shorter. So you need the second dose for the duration to keep it, the longevity of extending, I guess, a quote unquote like a warranty on not contracting the virus. If you get it, you can get the first one, but if you do, it's not going to last very long. So you could possibly risk, contracting the virus. And also, studies are still ongoing, y'all, regarding the virus. They don't understand. Nobody has immune to it. People are catching the virus twice. It's been documented. Some people have caught it twice. So studies are ongoing of why people are catching it twice, why they're getting it twice. It's been some research regarding people that do catch it. You might not get it right away. You might have some immunity for a little bit, but studies are still ongoing as of how long that is. Because people are saying, well, you have immunity to it, but yeah, people catching it again. So it's not quite that much immunity. But if you do opt to get it, please go to your second treatment, get it. Because some people, they get busy with life, work, and they like, dang, I forgot. But yeah, also as well, to even get it, the states, your state health department, as well as I think the FDA or other organizations, they've come up with like phases for people. I think the first phase, well, as of now, it's very short. It's not a lot out there. Like regarding the vaccine, it's only a little bit, in we're getting in doses. So it's, I think, like 4 stages. The first stage, y'all, please don't quote me. I think it's like medical professionals, people that come in close contact with people, and I think like long-term living facilities, certain people, in certain groups, they can opt in the first stage. The second stage, I think, are people with that have weak immune systems or that could potentially catch the virus. I think they're in stage two. Stage three and four, I think the last stage is for anybody that would want to get it. But the first stage is for people that primarily work in the medical world, that atmosphere, that come in close contact with people in like long-term care facilities, elderly, stuff like that. So yeah, it's a certain range regarding age and stuff like that. So yeah, but let me know what you guys think, y'all. Peace.